From the age of around 13, I started going to the gym, and although I loved it and I loved to train hard and long, well, I thought I was training hard, I was in there for around an hour and a half to 3 hours sometimes, and I prided myself on how long I could train. I was doing so many reps, so many sets, so many different exercises because I wanted to maximize my results. But little did I know that it's not volume that's going to get us the best results. And yes, people will argue, oh, more volume's the better and blah, blah, blah. But why don't we just keep going up then? Why is the perfect rep rate or the perfect set from 10 to 20 per week? Why isn't it 25? Why isn't it 40 sets per week now? Because we know that we can't just keep upping the volume. At some point, the volume just needs to taper off, and we need to focus on what's more important, which is intensity. And I can guarantee that probably 90% of people going to the gym do not train hard enough. They'll do 4 sets of 15 reps of bench press going like this, like they're taking a walk in the park. You should be dying on that bench. It should be hard. If it's one of your big sets of your main exercises, your compound, say if it's your bench press and your overhead press, if you want to absolutely push into the limit, there's pretty much no point being in the gym. There's no point lifting if you're going to lift so light because you're not going to build muscle. Maybe for some your isolation movements, you don't want to go that hard where you're gritting your teeth. I do, I like to, but you don't have to. But on your compound movements like your bench press, your overhead press, your squat, you need to be going hardcore. And there's a saying I like, which is you can either train long or hard, but you have to pick one. You cannot do both. If you're training long, you're not training hard enough. If you're training, a short amount of time, that means you're training hard. Because there's no fucking way I can train for more than 45 an hour absolute max because I train so damn hard. My central nervous system is so fucked because I'm so stimulated. I don't even take pre-workout, caffeine, none of that shit. But I'm absolutely exhausted from how hard I push it. And I'm not saying this to brag, I'm such a hardcore. I'm not saying that. But it's just to emphasize the importance, man. I used to train so long from ages 13 to like 17, and I wasn't really getting many, results. And yeah, you could say it's down to my nutrition and my recovery, like my sleep and stuff like that. Fair enough. But in terms of training, that's what I did wrong. And if I could go back, the number one thing I'd do is focus on intensity. Do 2 sets per workout. Obviously, you got your warm-up sets, but 2 working sets, 6 to 12 reps. Don't go above 12 reps. You don't need to. And I wouldn't go below 4. There's just no point. Between 6 to 12, which is what I like the most, go hardcore. Train as hard as you can in that rep range, and you will progress. There's no way you can't. With that being said, you've got to make sure your nutrition's on point, your testosterone's on point, your recovery's on point, and you will see crazy results. So try that out. Let me see how that works, and take care.